Hey guys, Ryan here, Rytek Ryan. Just wanted to show you today our assembly of our Lund crossover downrigger mounts. When you order your downrigger mounts from me, they're basically, I try to ship them in the smallest, most compact box I can. That does two things. Number one, it cuts down on box size, which is increased costs for the actual delivery costs. And also it just makes things more compact in the box, that there's less room for movement and all that. So basically when you get it, the ones for the crossover come in this size of the box, and my new Lund Pro V mounts that are going to be based on the exact same principle are going to be slightly longer, but overall similar size. So basically what you're going to get when you get the box, they're going to come as is. They're going to have my packing foam and all that stuff in just to keep any vibration out. But basically, take it all out. You're going to get a couple separate pieces here. You get all the knobs and the hardware and the fixture pieces. Just some scrap cardboard. And what we're going to do is just show the installation of them. How to actually assemble them, not the installation of how to put it on the boat, but how to do the assembly. And then I also, with every order, send out one of my info cards and a decal. So we'll set the box to the side. We'll set this down here on the ground. And what we're going to do, we're going to start with the top plate. Top plates are going to be facing upwards. The way to tell the facing upside is going to be the countersunk holes face to the top. And what we're going to do, we're going to go into our bag of hardware here, and we're going to get the knobs out and the rest of the hardware. This is all quick and easy. The only thing you may need is a pair of pliers, channel locks, vice grips if you really want, and an Allen key. The Allen key you're going to need is a 3/16 Allen key. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the outer fixture piece, that's one with the hooked piece with the studs coming up. We're going to put that through like so, through the slotted hole there. That's where that piece goes. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take one of the other pieces that already have knobs attached and put it on the other side. And you'll see the holes, the round holes up there. So that's that part. Now, when you open up your bag, you're going to see in the bag of the hardware, you're going to see the Allen head bolts and also the washers. These Allen head bolts, the countersink bolts, they actually come pre-Loctited. Really great Loctite I use. It looks red, but it's not your typical red Loctite that you can never get out. If you're ever looking for a Loctite, I highly recommend Vibratite VC3. It's a brush on, so you can actually brush it on, let it dry, and install it like what I'm doing. I can send you them already Loctited, and you put them in and you're good to go. For the purposes of this video though, I'm not going to use these because I want to be able to send these to a customer here in the next couple days. So I want to keep them disassembled so I can box back up. So what I'm going to do is just pull out the non-Loctite ones that I threw together, and I will show you installation with that. So basically, all you're going to do, take your bolts, put them in the hole, and tighten them down. These are nice and easy. There's no real, just make them nice and snug, and that's all it's going to take for the assembly on that side. I always recommend just keeping them loose until you get them both in, and then just snug them down. And it'll go in a little bit tight with that Loctite on there, but that's exactly how it should be. Then what you're going to do, you're going to take the two of the washers, you're going to put them over the studs that come up through the plate. You're going to take the large thumb screw, just like so, work it down, lock her on there. Same thing, the other one. Then you get the top thumb screws. These here already have Loctite in them. I put a couple drips in there, so they've already got the Loctite on them. These ones here don't again, because I'm going to be taking this back apart to ship to a customer. So with the Loctite on it, it won't go down as easy as what this is. It'll probably be really finger snug going down. They're just going to take them right down until they bottom out. If you need to, you can use a pair of channel locks or whatnot, but these are knurled aluminum, so you don't want to wreck that. I'd wrap some cloth or something around their rubber or something to just grip onto it to go down. So that's the first one. That's all done. Right to the second one here, and then I'll just give you a quick rundown of how they actually work. So slide it over the studs. Just like so. They go down snug, but once they're in, they're meant to be, so they're not totally floppy there. That's exactly how they're meant to be. Get the two non-Loctited ones. Down, washers again over top of the studs, then put your thumb screws on. Super easy. Top pieces, and the top ones, of course, they get Loctite on, because you never take those off or adjust them. They just prevent the thumb screw from walking right off. So that is the actual assembly of the mount here. So basically, it's going to look just like so. What you're going to do when you go to install this on your crossover or your Pro V, for the Pro V ones coming up, basically you're going to undo both of the ends, undo the thumb screws on both sides to make them loose, and then you're going to pull this kind of downwards. So you're going to keep this on an angle. You're going to have your downrigger mounted on this. The mat or the pole or the rigger is going to go this way, because this is the outside of the boat. And this bolt pattern here is for Big John, Cannon, and Scotty. So you're going to bolt those down ahead of time. So you're going to keep your downrigger always affixed to the actual downrigger mount. This always stays onto your actual downrigger, so that you're going to go on the boat and you're going to pick it up and slide it down the outside of the track. You lift it up, go into this outer sport track. Basically that tooth will fit into the outside rail. It drops down. And then what you're going to do once it drops down, basically on the inside of these is the where the T-bolts slide into the actual track. So all you do is push that into the T-bolt and tighten it down, and it locks it all in. Once you get that side then tight, basically all you do is then tighten these guys up. And this is an absolute piece of cake once you do it. For those of you who's looking for the actual installation videos on the boat, I already have them on the YouTube page here. So check that out. And that's assembly of the Lund crossover mounts. Super easy, only takes a couple minutes, and away you go. If you have any questions, please leave me a message here on the YouTube page, or you can always email me at rytekmarine@gmail.com, or give me a phone call, message me through the website, whatever you want to do. I'm always here to chat and give you some info. So that is the Lund crossover mounts, downrigger crossover mounts, and we're good to go. So any questions, just feel free to ask. Thanks.